So today we are going to learn about user-defined packages and related topics right now. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to see how a Java program runs in our system using a command prompt facility. So for that I have to install my Java. I have to download the JDK, the latest version from the Oracle site. I had to install it in the system, and we'll basically see what happens right now. So I have created a folder over here. Now what I'm going to discuss right now is how a Java program gets executed. So if you look over here, I have a folder here called first program. So I have opened this folder, and you can see that there is a file over here, which is actually a text document saved with the extension .java. So how do you create that? You are aware of how to create a new text document using this particular feature, and a text window, new text document opens up, and you have to type in a program. So I have a program over here which is basically called first prog, and it has a main function. It is supposed to display the text hello world. So please be cautious and attentive that you have to save the file with the extension .java. If you save it, otherwise it will become a normal text file. But if you have to use it for this particular aspect, you have to save it with the extension .java being typed. Now another thing that you have to be careful is the file name should be same as the class name. So please remember this particular fact also, that the file name of that document or the text document should be the same as that of the class that is being used in this particular program. So if all that is taken care, what I do right now is I press Windows R, and the run window opens up. And when the run window opens up, when the run window opens up, you have to type cmd over here. It's already preloaded, so I press OK button, and you have your command window, that is command prompt, that has been opened up. Now this is we need to access the desktop, so I give a command like this, cd desktop. Now it accesses a desktop, and then you have to access the folder first program, so I give cd first program, and it comes to the first program. I have to use this command called javac, where I have to compile this particular program, firstprog.java. That is a name that I have given. So the command is javac firstprog.java. So when I press enter, you can see that the program has been compiled successfully. Otherwise some errors would have come over here. Now as a result of this successful execution, you can see that another file has come into this folder, which is firstprog.class. Now if you remember over here, now if you remember, in the first few topics we spoke about JVM, Java Virtual Machine and all. So we said that a Java program, it will be converted into a .class file by the system that is executing the program, a bytecode and all. So this is actually the thing involved. So you have this file that is having an extension .class file, .clas, that is class. And what you need to do right now is you need to execute this program using this command java first prog. I don't have to use extension .java. Basically I'm executing this .class file, hence you don't have to use any extension over here. So java first prog would do, and when I press enter, it has displayed hello world. Now this is how a Java program essentially runs in our system, and I hope this concept is clear. We come to our topic, that is user-defined package. Now we had already learned about packages in our previous topics, and basically we saw that a package can be used to import the required files into our system. So basically, if you look at this particular slide, you would have seen that Java exists as a package, and then you had sub packages like lang, util, and awt, which all contain classes. So all these are system defined packages. Now if you look over here, we had already classified them into two types as per one of these slides over here. So or in the previous PPT. So basically you have system designed packages or system defined packages, which is as follows, like lang, util, awt, which contains system.class, string.class, etc. Now, if for a particular program we have to define a package by the user, then it can be categorized under user defined packages. So we are discussing about that particular topic right now, a user defined package. So basically, if you look at this slide over here, you can see that there are two programs over here. One is saved by the name a.java. So if you look over here, this is under a package called AP, and this has got a class called A, and this has a particular function called message, which is MSG, which is supposed to display the text hello. Now you have another program that is saved that can be typed with b.java, and you have a package called BP, and this BP is actually, or this b.java is actually importing a class called A from the package AP. So that is why you have this import statement AP given over AP.A given over here. So it's like, we had our import statements that we had previously looked into, import java.util.scanner. We had seen such statements over there. So this is like importing a user defined package. So we have AP, which is defined over here, and that AP is containing this class A, and you are importing that A class over here. Now this BP package itself has a class B, where you are having a main function which is creating an object obj which belongs to the class A, which apparently is imported, and you have the constructor being run, and that object is being calling the function hello. So basically you have an object of class A itself which is calling this function MSG, and it will be displaying this text called hello. That is what is supposed to happen over here. Now, for actually running this user defined package, what we are actually doing is we are going to save this program in separate directories. So let us say that you have this. Now you have a package that comes on top, and you have a package that comes below. So let inside it, or in other words, a package inside a package. So if you see this particular program, the one that imports should be lying outside. I hope you're getting the point. The package that is importing another package or another class should lie outside. So which is that package that imports over here? It is imported. It is the importing function is carried out by BP, and it is importing from AP. So the one that lies on the outside will be the package called BP, a folder called BP, which actually runs the original program, which is supposed to import the file. So we have this folder called BP, which stores program b.java, and we have the folder AP, which will store the program a.java, and this folder AP will be inside BP. So for this particular function, again, I have created a package study folder in my desktop. So if you look over here, I have a package study folder that is created over here. Inside that, you can find that there is a folder called BP, and inside that you can find out that there is a that folder BP will be containing this program B, and that BP will be containing this folder AP, which will be containing A and A.class. It is because I have executed that this A.class is here. So let's delete it, otherwise also not a problem. So I repeat the point. You have a folder called package study, which is created as a normal one to store both these things, but inside that you will be having a BP folder, and that BP folder will be containing the Java program B, and you have another folder called AP, which will store the program file a.java. So I'm repeating the steps once again. You have to, in order to run it, basically you need to do the saving the file steps first. So like I said, create a new folder in any of the package, like I have created a package study in desktop. Inside it, create a folder BP and save b.java. over there as a text document with extension .java, and inside that inside BP you have to create a folder called AP, which will store another program file which is titled as a.java, and remember to save it with the extension .java. Now to run this particular thing, we need to actually press the Windows R command so that your command run window opens up, and we are going to open the command prompt, and you can see that the command prompt has opened up. So we need to access which folder first. So our BP and our AP are the folders that are being used for this particular function, which means we must reach package study folder first. So I'll be pressing the CD desktop. It's ready, and then I have to access the package study folder. So that is also accessed, and then I have to access the BP folder. So I have to press CD BP, and it has come to the BP folder, which is located at this particular path that is shown over here. So it lies at the desktop, then package study, and then you have the BP folder. Now inside this BP folder, what you need to do is you need to execute few commands, and what you need to do is you need to compile the program in the folder called AP. So if you look over there, you had BP first, and inside that you had the b.java file, and then you had the AP folder inside which you had the a.java file. So what you need to do now is you need to compile the a.java file over here. So basically I'm going to issue that statement over here. So it's going to be like java c dot ap for accessing the folder / a.java. So it's got to be, this might be case sensitive, so ensure that it is running at the correct case. So when you run this particular thing, it shows an error. So there was some error that happened because of the path specified, but I'll be trying it in another way right now. So basically you have a desktop right now, and you need to access the particular folder for that particular thing. So we had given the folder name as package study. So it has opened, and we give BP. So it has come to this BP location. I'm going to access AP also, say CD AP. So it has come to this particular folder, and I'm going to compile this file, which is javac a.java. And you can see that this program has been successfully compiled. And if you actually see this particular folder, you can see that an a.class file has also been created, which means the program has been successfully compiled. And now what we do is we go back to the BP folder to execute the b.java. So cd dot dot. So we come back to the BP folder. So I hope you're getting this command. So we again go for this running this particular program Java, and you can see that it has displayed the message hello, which means the particular program that saved under b.java, it imported the file from, or the class from ap.a, or the class called a, which is supposed to have this function called msg, and it has executed that particular program. So that basically sums up the idea of a user defined package. And what I try to say here is that there can be a system defined package, as we have already seen earlier, and there can be a user defined package, which I have shown right now. So this is a small program indeed, but then when we look at the practical scenarios, we can create our own packages and run programs according to it. When it comes to big enterprise softwares, definitely this comes into play, and we need to definitely use it.